Prioritizing focus and building better habits is something that came to mind last week as I started to become more consistent with uploading, become more consistent with taking care of myself, doing the mental talks live streams. And I found myself in a rhythm, found myself in a good rhythm. And I thought, you know, before I fall out of that rhythm, let me build a solid foundation. Let me develop my focus and my habits so that I can rely on those instead of my emotions on a day-to-day. And that's what I've been on. I've been on, you know, bettering myself physically, mentally, working on spiritually as well, making sure that I'm taking care of all areas of my life. And it all starts with me. It all starts with how I feel and how I work. I felt good over the past couple of weeks, getting back in a rhythm, being consistent, feeling proud of the work that I'm doing, feeling proud of the chapter that I'm in life. You know, the new series, Life at 26, it's just the opening of another chapter, another series that could evolve into Life at 27, Life at 28. If you can't hear me, it's because there's a plane. Can you keep it quiet, please? Appreciate you. But yeah, it's something that can evolve for the next 5-10 years of my life. I wanted something that would hold me accountable to the channel, hold me accountable to myself, and that's what it is. You know, this series has evolved, and every video that I do, I find something new to incorporate. I find something to try and develop. But before all of that is said and done, focus is the thing that I am prioritizing, because without focus, you can't follow a plan, you can't follow your, you know, your goals and your habits and all of that. So it starts with prioritizing focus. And nowadays, we live in a society where there's a lot of distractions when it comes to social media, a lot of things happening in the world, wars, you name it. There's a lot going on in the world, a lot going on social media, that we're constantly getting our focus pull in different directions, and we're getting distracted. Distractions are here. So I've been doing a great job of using my phone to become more productive instead of more distracted. And that's what, you know, whenever I'm on platforms, the people I follow, the people I genuinely want to see what they're up to, support them, or creators that I admire, and I'm like, oh, that's a dope guy. Oh, that's the dope gal. So I want to learn on how they do things, and that'll maybe inspire me to do my own thing and find new ways to document my journey. So that's why my focus has been shifted from using this to scroll to now every time I pick up my phone, there is a purpose behind that. You know, there's a purpose behind every move. There's a purpose behind everything. And, you know, there's a bigger purpose. And it all starts with focus. It all starts with focus. So I've been doing my best to focus on being consistent with my channel, building that foundation when it comes to consistency and discipline. And not only consistency and discipline when it comes to the channel, but when it comes to working out. You know, I think it's important for us to build better habits. And one of those habits is exercising. You know, it could be working out and going to the gym like I do, lifting weights, or I just recently, as of, you know, today, I started a workout program that I had purchased last year, and for some reason I didn't follow through. I wasn't consistent or mentally ready for that focus or that priority. Now I'm in a chapter, all right, I need to start prioritizing my health, and fitness is that thing. So working out at the gym is something that you can implement as a habit. If you don't want to start at the gym, you can start walking. You can start walking on a treadmill. You can start walking outside, which is what I'm going to do later. Find things in your day to stay active, to stay, you know, improving your physical health, because your physical health helps with your overall health. It helps with your overall confidence. So exercising is one of the habits that I'm working and actively making a priority. The other one is reading. You guys probably have seen, you know, the B-roll of this video, but recently I started the Day Trading Attention book by Gary Vee. I'm gonna put it in the links below in my affiliate links, so you guys can check it out. Day Trading Attention and learning how to, manage and create your brand and do sales. That's something that's going to help me a lot. But overall, the purpose of that, it's reading. There's a lot of knowledge in reading and in books that I think we often don't think about it. But if you read books, if you listen to podcasts, I listen to a lot of podcasts too, you get a lot of knowledge. And when you get a lot of knowledge, you start asking questions about how the world works, how humans work, how you are who you are because of the things that happened in the past and the things that you've learned and constantly were paying attention to in the past. That's why it's important to read books and listen to podcasts. I would say read books or listen to podcasts depending on if you're more of a visual, or if you're in audio, you can do Audible and listen to a book, or if you want to listen to a podcast, you can watch the podcast on YouTube, Spotify, or just listen to it on all those platforms. So reading, we talked about working out and exercising to stay active. The other thing that I am working on getting better at is journaling. A lot of creators that I follow on my, on YouTube, on my social platforms, they talk a lot about journaling and how, writing down their thoughts, writing down their concerns, writing down where they at in life helps them come to peace with anything that might be holding them back, anything that might be limiting them from moving forward and limiting them from, doing the things that they want to do for all their life. So journaling is something that definitely I know that has helped them because I can see the results. I can see how, avid they talk about journaling, and that's something that I'm incorporating in my life. I got a journal, but I'm starting to work on writing my thoughts out. Now that it's, Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, I got to make sure that I'm taking care of myself and doing check-ins with myself to make sure that I'm good, because, your mind has so much power in how you feel, what you do, what you don't do, how you communicate. Yeah, that's I would say some of the habits that I'm building right now that later down the line will become fully developed habits. And it's always a continuous journey of learning and getting better. Those would be the habits. I would say the habits would be exercising or staying active, reading or journaling, listening to podcasts. So make sure to do those. Also take care of your health, either that, nutrition, staying hydrated. Those to me are the habits that I'm prioritizing and putting all my focus into. So put down below in the description any habits that you're building, any focus or priorities that you're making sure that this month you continue to prioritize and focus. And what habits are you struggling with that you need to work on so that you can become the best version of yourself? Let's keep getting better, 1% better every single day, one brick at a time, one workout at a time, one journal session at a time, one meal at a time, one day at a time. So make sure to prioritize yourself, make sure to prioritize your focus, and don't let the outside world or don't let social media distract you. Make sure that you're using those for the right intentions and using them to enhance your focus, enhance your drive on what you want to accomplish, and make sure to build better habits, because it is with the focus, it is with the habits, with the discipline, and with the consistency, and many more, work ethic, all that you can become the best version of yourself. So that's what we're working on, man. You and I and all the girlies out there, you as well. I'm not only a guy's guy, I'm also a girl's guy, I want to support my girlies. So make sure to prioritize focus and build better habits, and it starts right now. So I think practice that you can do, just write down a couple things that you want to focus on this month and just put it somewhere that you can see it, and then go from there. Go from there. And I'm here to support you. I hope that you're here to support me. I hope that we can hold each other accountable, and we're definitely gonna grow, because it's summer. It's summertime. The sun is out, the guns is out, and the vibes are definitely out. So let's maximize this time, build better habits, so that way when the winter comes, which is usually when we're more sluggish, more like inside and in our thoughts a lot, we already have a good foundation, good habits, and good focus to do what needs to get done. So appreciate you tuning in and tapping in with me. I'll see you in the next one. Prioritize your focus and build better habits. Peace. Before I wrap up this video, look at this view. I don't take this view for granted because I'm not gonna be in downtown no longer, probably until the lease ends, which will be a little bit longer, but you get what I mean? So I've always wanted to be in a high rise. I visualized it, now it became a reality. So make sure that you always be grateful to where you're at. And no matter where you're at right now, you might not be having a good moment right now in life. You might be struggling, whatever you're going through, just make sure to understand that you're going to be okay. There's people around you that support you. There's people around you that are rooting for you. And there's one upstairs that got you, which is God. And if he got you, trust me, he has a lot in store for you. Take this as a reminder to not give up, not give in, because the best days in your life are just on the other side of whatever you're going through. So you gotta go through the storm. We gotta go through a storm so that we can see the rainbow, because without rain, there's no rainbow. Remember that. That's a bar right there. So I'm gonna leave you with that so that you can sink in. Without rain, without struggle, without storm, without doubt, without any of that, the rainbow, the result, the journey, there's not gonna be any meaning behind it, because the meaning comes from the struggle, the meaning comes from the journey. So make sure to take that into consideration. Hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.